unfortunately, I'm here today to talk again about bugs. And it's actually because there's even more bugs happening. It just feels like maybe they unfortunately crossplay broke the game. I don't know. It's just been so crazy the amount of bugs that are happening recently, and even you guys were commenting on the last video about the bugs that happened to you, like getting you stuck in places and not being able to complete the mission. Of course, that happened to me too. You can always like type slash unstuck to try to fix some of that, but there's just so much stuff happening that it's been pretty buggy. Damage instances that were not supposed to do what they're doing, like going through invulnerability and stuff, to enemies stop spawning on missions, you're not being able to get the loot, being stuck on screens, being unable to start missions, not being able to get into your operator, not being able to leave your operator, not being able to use weapons, not being able to reload your weapons, not being able to do anything as operator. And usually some of this stuff is actually fixed when you die, but there are some that just don't. Unfortunately, like we when playing in a group, we already have like, oh, I'm bugged and something, just die and revive and it's probably fixed. Sometimes it's not, and that's how when it gets really bad. And it's just been crazy the amount of bugs. I just had one of the worst runs I've ever did due to bug. I was not being able to collect the ammo that was just like hovering around my character, and it was not letting me interact with anything, with the keys, with the conduits, which was a big problem. The other thing that's been happening is, but I think this one is probably for the longest time, which is the health drain effect from the conduit being non-stop. Like, it's never going away. Like, never. You die and stuff, but it's still it doesn't go away. It's just how it goes. And I don't really know. I enjoyed this game a lot. I played this game quite a lot, but for the past few weeks, pretty much the bugs have been too crazy. They're going like out of control. Yeah, that's really not the ideal, but it is what it is. It is what's happening. It's being too frustrating. There's a lot of things that we want to change in the gameplay and stuff, but the bugs right now are completely out of control. And just too many, and it seems like it's getting worse every time. So, yeah, I'm just it's pretty much a rant about what's going on. It feels bad. It feels much like you don't want to do as much in the game because you're pushing hard to do stuff, and then it might just fail because of a glitch, because of a bug, and then you're like, oh, why am I even gonna do that? And yeah, it's really, I think that's out of control. I think they need to fix their game. The ones having the worst times are us, the players. And yeah, I'm not someone who can decide what a company should do and what a company should not do, but yeah, I think that maybe they should fix the very base of the game before pushing even more content, even more stuff, which is, yeah. I've talked already a lot about what this game needs and how could it be fixed and all that stuff, but yeah, there's really something that I believe they have to touch ASAP, because it's getting bad, and I can't even imagine what's gonna happen next. You know, usually there's some minor bugs, but really those about the reload, enemy not spawning, and the whole ammo stuff that was going on. Those were really, those made me had a bad time for the entirety of the runs. So the Vectus Prime run could not reload the Vectus. It would not reload itself after you spend the whole magazine. It should just reload itself. It was not doing it, and it was not letting me do it. Hitting R, nothing was happening. But yeah, then I had to change weapon or enter operator mode and come back for it to work. This one, the last one, I was just collecting, not being able to collect ammo because my ammo was capped, and then it was preventing me from doing interactions. And the Rhino run with the buzz lock that failed because enemies stopped spawning. On this one, for maybe a minute, the last one, enemies completely stopped spawning. I couldn't find any enemy, and I was waiting for like 30 seconds maybe, and hoping that they would spawn, and thank God they did. So I'm not sure if that was a change or a fix. I really don't read a lot of patch notes about fixes and stuff, so I couldn't really tell if that got fixed or not, but I hope it did. And yeah, are you guys having more bugs? What do you think about this? You think they should focus more on bugs, more on fixing the game as it is, the base game, changing some metas, and maybe giving the game a shake up? Or you think they should really focus on more content like they're doing? Leave it in the comments below. Leave it a like. Consider subscribing. Oh my god. Something went... Dude! Ammo! Guess what?
What?
Enemy stopped spawning again.
Oof. Big sad. Big sad.
I just killed the last demo from wave 44. Oh no, they showed up again. Thank God. Oh, I was already starting to get like super frustrated. But they all came out of nowhere. I have no idea from where these guys spawned.
Just feel like they need a bigger dev team. We're both veteran players of the game. Played it constantly. Love the game. Right. And if people like us are all saying the same thing, there's got to be something wrong with the game.